This is Pastor Allen of Veritas Triumphant Church, and I just felt compelled to come on the air tonight to give you a little update and a little bit of a preview and a review of Satan's latest rampage and how we're to respond to it. Obviously, Satan is going out of his mind at this moment. His goal is to disrupt the redemption plan of God, interfere with everything up to and including the rapture of the church. And he's doing this in a number of ways. He actually believes he can turn people into fire-breathing devils calling for another Holocaust. And we're watching it unfold right before our eyes. We cannot believe that we're watching Nazi Germany reborn. Instead of taking place in Berlin, it's taking place in New York City. And we should all be aware of this and all stand firm in absolute solidarity with Israel and the truth, because Israel is the linchpin for God's plan of redemption, and nothing will change that. So, as believers, just realize this, that God will intervene. He will intercede. And we need not fear what man can do to us. We will not fear what Satan can do to disrupt the plan of God. You will notice right now, we go straight through, in just a few weeks' time, we got straight through a massive Holocaust-style attack on Israel, followed by a threat of World War III coming right around the corner after that. And this is what is going on here, is Satan is attempting to reverse the chronological recording of events in the book of Revelation. He's trying to bring Armageddon on prematurely. But as we all know, Armageddon comes at the end of Revelation. And there will be battles from the time of the beginning of the tribulation to the end. There will be the Gog and Magog war. But Satan, in a last-ditch, absolute desperate attempt to overthrow God's plan, is trying to reverse everything and take everything off course. And he's going through every amount of strategy and destruction that he can possibly muster. And now he's got whole hordes of the human race following right behind him as devils willing to do his bidding at a moment's notice. And we are seeing horrible massacres and terrible tragedies. For instance, just today there was the mass shooting from a lunatic in Maine, and of course people knew about him. They knew about his mental condition, and they still sold him a firearm. And people saw what he had said, and it has gotten so unpredictable, but at the same time getting more predictable for believers who need to recognize the signs. The thing in Maine was so shocking because it was one of the most beautiful parts of the country and one of the most isolated and absolutely idyllic natural states. And this is where Satan is going next. So just a warning to all believers. If you're looking for a better life, if you're looking for a better location, you have every reason to, and that is your God-given right. Nobody can tell you where to live. Nobody can block your the best place on earth you need to fulfill your mission. And just remember that. But just remember this also. Whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, good report. We read about that in the Bible. Likewise, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of a good report, Satan knows he has to destroy. And so if you find a place that is out of the way and a place for you to recharge your batteries and rejuvenate your soul, that's what Satan would like to come about and take away from you next. Remember that. But if we are on guard, as we have to be right now, because Satan is at the gates, he's at the gates of Eden, but he can't get back in. We, as a force of believers, strong, evangelical, born-again believers, can unite together in total solidarity, pray as never before, and go right after the strongholds and the principalities of the Prince of Darkness. That is the best encouragement news we can get. And since we're not afraid of dying, it wouldn't matter anyway. But we have so much power at our hands, at our fingertips, that we could easily storm the strongholds and walls of resistance and evil that Satan thinks he can use to topple all of Western civilization. So please just come together. Leave a message if you like. I'd love to hear from you. Join together. We are in the battle royale in the highest echelons of heaven, and we must win. We will win. But we must also recognize people are now devils. People are now legions of demonic entities. And whoever thought we would come to that, and whoever thought that civilization would go on this long. But as I've said in messages past, so much of it has been because of our lukewarmness, our seeking to maintain our comfort zone and not get directly involved, not to speak the truth bluntly. Remember, our Savior spoke the truth bluntly on every occasion he could, and he never backed down from a direct confrontation. We must have the same armor, the same battle spirit that he did. And I'd appreciate any comments you have, and once again, give this a like. We'd much appreciate that, and also subscribe to the channel. I also have another video which will be premiering on Friday the 27th. It's the last in my series on the rapture readiness. I think you'll enjoy that and watch for that as well. But in the meantime, stay strong and take on the enemy. God bless you. This is Pastor Allen.